Hey guys, it's Devin with Devin's Card House. I wanted to make a quick video today about draft booster boxes and what you might want to think about picking up right now. That's the big question everyone's talking about. Are draft booster boxes, with the addition of play booster boxes, are they going to be worth more because people are going to want those cheaper boxes now? So because they're going to think that if you can get a booster box for $70 and then all booster boxes going forward after Murders at Arkham Manor or whatever it's called are going to be $150, then getting booster boxes now for that $70 price, oh man, they're all automatically going to go up to $150. And I was watching this video by the Moxman, about these Canadian YouTubers, man. He was making a video about how don't spend your money on draft booster boxes now. Don't do it. It's a complete waste of money for the next, he said, 12 to 15 to 20 years. These draft booster boxes are not going to be worth it. And he's talking about people getting rich. I don't know what anybody thinking about they're going to get rich, but making a little money is what we're like interested in. Making a little money. Nobody's getting rich here. If you want to just buy a couple of these, think about this. We're buying at 70. We're selling at 160. We're buying at 90. We're selling at like 180 or 150. You know, it's like you're still making a little money, and that's it. We're not thinking about these boxes going up to $1,000. He's got that price memory because he often talks about getting back booster boxes from alliances and selling them for $1,000. If you're in that mindset, oh yeah, of course, you're not going to see these up to $1,000 in the next 20 years. No, we're not talking about that. We're talking about making some cash. And having like a 80% return, that's good, guys. And could you get that within the next 5 years? Is the stock market, should you just throw your money in SPY and call it good? Sure, do that. If you're boring and you don't want to do this, why are you even watching this video? So let's talk about some of these draft boxes and what I think they could do going forward. First up, we have Streets of New Capenna. This set, and a lot of this goes by flavor. So when I think about going into the future, my go-to is Eldritch Moon. Now, Eldritch Moon, back in the day when it came out, it was you couldn't get rid of it for $80. Nobody wanted it. Everyone thought it was a trash set. Besides Liliana: The Last Hope, people when it came out, it had a short print run because it wasn't exciting. Me personally, I love Liliana the box. It looked pretty. It had that really cool Innistrad vibe to it. I thought it was awesome. And apparently everybody else did after it came out for a while, because everyone started piling in on Eldritch Moon. And now Eldritch Moon boxes, well, I haven't looked now because it looks like everything's getting destroyed, but I'm sure they're around like 250 or 300 still. But you look at other boxes around the time, like Fate Reforged, that's a 120. Oath of the Gatewatch is 120. Other booster boxes around the same price. Like, you have to pick and choose your winners here. And so you can't just talk about, like the Moxman is doing, that all booster boxes are going to flow in the same wavelength. You know, some are going to shoot up and some are going to stay simmering. And so your job here is to pick out what's going to like make it up. And you could be wrong, and you have to be okay with being wrong. So a lot of it has to do with, I know people might get tired of this, but how you feel about it. How does it make you feel? In the future, do you think other people are going to be wanting to buy the same booster box? Because that's what is going to increase the price. It's going to be other people buying the box. So first up, Streets of New Capenna. How do we feel about that? It's got the Triomes. It's a super experimental. It's got those weird alternative art things. I don't know. I think the Triomes are really cool, and at the low price point that it is, you can get it $70 right now. But if you wait a little bit, I'm sure it'll crash back down to 64. I mean, we've seen that multiple times this year. And if it doesn't, still picking it up at $70 and then waiting until it hits 150. I mean, could it hit 150 in 5 years? I don't know. It's tough here. I don't find the flavor here. I don't find the characters here. I don't find the people wanting to return to this set. I don't see like anything that's besides Triomes and people like searching for Triomes, but I'm not sure that's enough to get people to get in here and get these gone, because they obviously printed a fucking metric ton load of them. They printed too many of them, and that's the main problem here. So I wouldn't pick these up unless you just wanted a couple for your collection because you're interested in them. And okay, moving on there. So we have Crimson Vow, Midnight Hunt. what I think about that. So these draft boxes, I think there is some real potential here, and that's mostly because every fall for the next 5 years, we're gonna have people thinking about doing drafts, and even we know that Magic the Gathering, Hasbro Wizards of the Coast is actually reaching out to LGSs to do this. It's like a fall festival. Get your Crimson Vow and Midnight Hunt boxes and draft them at your LGS. And I think even with my friends, just having like a creepy thing, and it's cheap, people are going to be picking it up. So do I see these boxes getting to 150 in the next 5 years? It's a problem here. I do see with the benefit of having people pick them up for drafts, I think that helps increase it. But there's other Innistrad sets that you might want to pick up. Like, I know we were talking about Eldritch Moon. Well, people, if they're having that, why not just pick up Shadows over Innistrad right now? I think that's like 120. And so it depends on what people want to do. I personally, I like the sets. I like Innistrad. I feel like there's enough of that Halloween vibe in Magic, and people want to play that kind of thing, that people drafting it yearly could possibly help this get up. Do I see this getting up to 150 in 5 years? Let's go with a maybe. Let's go with a maybe, because it is possible. And this is what I think here. And we're all thinking about this, because right now, everybody's thinking the same thing. And I want you to remember this, is that everybody is thinking the same thing. Everybody's looking at these prices. Everyone is, should I buy now? Should I wait? What is it going to do? And the second we see a jump, everyone's going to jump in. Everyone's going to jump in on everything. And it's possible in the next 5 years that we see a jump on everything. We're in a bad bear market right now, but here's the thing, guys. Bear markets don't usually last for 12 to 15 to 20 years. Okay, usually they last 6 months to 1.5 years, and that's rare. So we've already been in this recession for so long. People are expecting a crash. Anything could happen. And I'm saying maybe, I picked these over New Capenna. So Crimson Vow or Midnight Hunt. I'd probably do Crimson Vow over Midnight Hunt, because that Chandra, Dressed to Kill, is such a good card. I have a few of them somewhere around here. But the foil, full art, Chandra, Dressed to Kill, that's a great card. I think that's going to be worth it in the future. Unfinity. What do we think about Unfinity? Unfinity sucks. Shocklands, they aren't enough to pull the set forward. Full art lands, no one cares about them anymore. Extended art, full art lands don't mean anything. When they do these unsets, they don't meet me. It's made for geeks, and I'm a nerd, okay? All this Unfinity stuff is made for smart guys with glasses, actually people. It's not made for nerdy people like me, I would say. They don't really speak to me. I'm sure they speak to all the geeks out there. Good for the geeks. As a nerd, I gotta say, if you are geeky enough to like the set, then you might like it. It's got Shocklands. It doesn't touch me. I wouldn't touch it. Okay, moving on there. Dominaria United. Okay, we got Lily. We got those. What are they called? Not the secret treasures, but the alliances cards that they put in there, or whatever they were. It's got a 1 per pack and per booster box. It's got Lily. It's got Sheoldred, right? And I'm sure it's got something. Okay, and it's Dominaria. I feel like there's potential here. I feel like there's potential with how much they beef these up, and how much people don't like these. I mean, I got all these the set boxes because I told you I'm an idiot, and I just got it because I like Lily and Ajani on the front. So, okay, you got to think about this when you're listening to me. Don't take financial advice from this guy because he's an idiot, okay? I'm an idiot, so I don't know why you're listening to me, but I know what I'm talking about, because sometimes I'm right, okay? So these boxes, I think they really have potential with the box topper. Lily's in it, except it's old Lily. Why did they do this? Don't stop messing with Lily, guys. Stop messing with Lily. No more messing with Lily, okay? Keep Lily cool. Keep Lily cool, okay? Again. Oh, man, my thing went off. Okay. Oh, man. Hold on. Okay, we're back. Zendikar Rising. Oh my God, Zendikar Rising. Zendikar Rising is $89 right now, and it comes with an expedition land in it, or the Masterpiece Expeditions. I think that's what they're called. I mean, that's a great hit. It's got Pathways in it. Pathways, I think they're super underrated. Everyone shits on them. I feel like if Standard comes back, or no, not Standard, Modern comes back, or I feel like someday in the future, people will see Pathways like I do, like they're good. Right now, nobody thinks they're good. So if Pathways come around, if somehow Pathways come around, and you get a chance at getting that expedition Masterpiece, those are good. Okay, these definitely have a chance to hit 150 in the next 5 years with that lottery ticket inserted and those Pathways. I think that's a good go. Strixhaven. This is right now. It is $80 for Strixhaven. Every pack of this draft set has a mystical archive. Okay, like in the future, every pack is basically like a lottery pack because you have a chance of picking up a cool mystical archive. It's got Lily again, Onyx. The Professor Onyx is in it. It's one of the top cards. It's got a couple other top cards. It's I was a little disappointed. I was really hoping for a little more whimsical Harry Potter, less of the geek like they always do with this set. Because I'm sorry, I'm a nerd. I'm not a geek, and this set is too geeky for me. It's again, I'm going to give it my too geeky rating, but with the mystical archives in there and just the flavor of the set, I think a lot of people love this set. For $80, do I see in the next 5 years this have a chance of hitting 150? I do. Strixhaven is up there. It's so far out of everything, I'm putting it at my number one pick so far. Okay, and then we're moving on from here. We're going to March of the Machines. It's got does this have Sheoldred? Did I get this completely wrong? No. I'm pretty sure the other one did. Okay, this one has the chance to get the what is it called? It's Cereal's not in here. I don't even know about this set. Okay, when it comes to this, I don't vibe with it. I don't like where Magic went to that. I wasn't even paying attention to this shit because it was just too much for me. I don't like the Universal crossovers. It devalues everything. I didn't like their Avengers style story that they brought together for this set, or at least the conclusions of these with Aftermath, and then whatever this one was called. What's it called? March of the Machines. Like, it's just not my style. I don't like how the box looks. It looks too McDonald's for me. It's too fast food, and that's how I feel about this set. It's a fast food set. There might be some value in there for you. You might have loved that set. You might be like, Devin, you're completely wrong. You don't know anything about March of the Machines, and you could be right. But it didn't spark. It didn't get me in the feelies at all. So I just stayed away with it. I don't really know anything about it, and I don't want to steer you in the wrong direction on something I don't know anything about. So Aftermath, or not Aftermath, but March of the Machine gets my no rating. I'm not giving it a rating because I have no idea and I don't like it. I don't care. Well, it's a rating of apathetic because I don't like it, so I don't care about it. So it's my lowest rating because I don't know anything about it or care about it. Moving on. Okay, we have Brothers War. Brothers War. Okay, this is awesome. Brothers War is literally so much Magic history. Everybody, if you've been in this game long enough, you're going to care about Urza. You're going to care about Mishra. And you're going to want to get with your friends and be like, let's experience the Brothers War. It's such a huge moment in Magic history. And if this game sticks around and people keep caring about it, I think this booster box, this draft booster box, has a huge potential to hit $150 in the next 5 years. This is not financial advice. I said potential, and I could be very wrong. Okay, but I'm saying potential. And right now they're selling for $85 with tax. You're getting it for $90. I think that's awesome. I've seen them go a little bit lower, and they had this in a Festival in a Box a few months back. So this is probably why these draft booster boxes have hit where they are right now, because so many more got released into the market, and I think they printed them all, a lot of them. And talking about these, Phyrexial will be one. March of the Machines, Brothers War. I feel Kamigawa. This area of Magic, I think that Hasbro Wizards took down the print run. It feels like The sets are stronger. They're holding up stronger. This is not the Crimson Vow Midnight Hunt era of Magic. They have not overprinted the hell out of these. So I feel like there's definitely more potential with these. And if you're into March of the Machine and you like that set, this is this is an upside for it, because I think Hasbro's Wizards printed way less of them, is my feeling with how the prices have held up. Phyrexia All Will Be One. I feel like Phyrexia is the coolest set that they've come out with since, for me, Kaldheim. It's the coolest set since Kaldheim. I don't like what they did with the story, but having Elesh Norn and having everybody in here and the darkness of the set, I feel like if you just take it by itself and you don't care about the story and you just look at the cards and feel the oil slick cards and the vibe of the set, I feel like this set has a potential to definitely be up there. It's now taking my top spot above the one I said before that I can't remember. I say Phyrexia All Will Be One draft boxes at either 91. Could they go lower? Could they go lower? I don't know. I don't think you're doing it wrong picking these up at 90. If they do go lower, just dip your toes. You don't have to go all in. Never go all in, guys. Never go all in. Just buy a few, if you want to. This is not financial advice. This Phyrexia one is not. All Will Be One is taking my top spot now. And then Kamigawa. Man, people love this set. In high school, Kamigawa was out, and that's what I kind of got back into Magic at that time and playing through Kamigawa. So I always liked that set. I didn't realize that everybody in the Magic community at that time did not like that set, but having it come back and where it is right now, I haven't picked up any boxes yet. I want to. I haven't really checked it out. I think this is definitely, it feels like a lower print run. I feel like it has higher value. I think a lot of people love this set. I think a lot of people going forward will probably want to draft it. I think it's definitely a good buy. Over Phyrexia, not for me. I think Phyrexia and even Brothers War. I'm going Phyrexia, Brothers War, Kamigawa, and you could probably switch those around however you feel about them, but that's how I feel. Brothers War, I think that just that moment in Magic history is very important. What's up? Okay, so now we're getting up to $100, and so this is the last box I'm going to talk about. Besides, I have one surprise at the end. Dominaria Remastered boxes are $101. What? That's a great buy. They printed way too many of them, of course. But you have Force of Will in it. You have so many hits. It's so much fun. The packs are awesome. The old style frames. The fun. People are going to be drafting this all the time. This is a huge win. Okay, you buy it for 100. You get it out the door for 108, 110. Is it going to hit $200 in the next 5 years? 200. That's what we're looking for. We're not looking for 1,000. If you want to hold on to it for the next 20 years, maybe it's going to hit 400, 500. I don't know. But this box has a huge potential. Okay, Dominaria Remastered. I kept saying Dominaria United. I meant Dominaria Remastered is by far and away the top draft box to pick up right now at $100. Not financial advice. Don't buy them because I told you to. I think they're awesome. Even if they printed the fuck out of them, I feel like people are going to be playing that all the time. I know that I am. So that's a good feeling for me. Now, my secret top hit that's this is a special. Okay, in a bear market, like people get sad about bear markets and things are bad about bear markets, and I agree. It does suck to have everything fall down in value, especially if you bought at the high. But we're at the low right now, and now's the time to start looking for little secret things. And Modern Horizon 1 boxes are back to $180. Like when these released, they were at $160. That's the lowest I ever saw them go, was $160. So having Modern Horizon boxes at $180 is incredible. It's not in the $100. So I see you get 36 packs in those too. There's no collector boosters or anything like that. And I know they all got reprinted again in Modern Horizons 2. Motherfuckers, why do they got to do this shit? Stop reprinting everything. But I feel like just having that box, I think people are going to want that box. I think people are going to want it. So in the next 5 years, do I see that hitting 300 or 350? Could be, maybe. I think, I don't know. And people are like, nah, this is when everyone's pessimistic. No, never could happen. Never could happen. Never? You don't think it ever could happen? This will never happen? I mean, because it's happened all the time in the past, and this would be the first time ever that it didn't. And that's cool. And so here's my point to all of this. I know I've rambled a little bit, and I haven't really given you a real list, and I've called things the wrong things. It's all about that feeling. And you have to look out and get the sentiment. The sentiment is so important for these things, because sentiment is what matters, because it doesn't really matter what's in the box. We're talking about, oh, it's got that one special card. Well, if that card's really, really good, that could help. But people want the flavor. They want how they feel about it. So think about how they feel about it. I got to get out of here. You have a great day. I'll talk to you later.